Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel, and today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals, and usually we look at tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price or list price are good tools and I consider purchasing, or tools I believe to be interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. But lately, I've been trying to go into more specifics while still including my standard Amazon tool videos. I've done like combination socket sets and best quarter-inch drive socket sets available on Amazon, things like that. I've done wrenches, pliers, things like that. So today we're going to be going into ratchet sets. Keep in mind, these are going to be ones that I am familiar with the names, that are readily available on Amazon. There are a lot of brands out there that have good ratchet sets, but aren't readily available on Amazon, so I'm not going to include things like that where you might see them once in a while or the price is just extremely high on them. So these are going to be name brand ratchet sets, not individual ratchets. I can do another video on individual ratchets if you guys would like, but today we're going to be looking at sets. So that narrows down the brands that we can look at. But we still got some really good sets here, so I really hope you guys enjoy. Also, keep in mind, all of these will be linked down in the description underneath the tools and tools continued link if you guys are interested. And if you guys would like to see an Amazon video on any other specific type of tool, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Also, keep in mind, none of these are they're not in any specific order. The first up is actually one of the first sets that I ever purchased. I had, when I first got into getting tools and everything, I had bought a lot of like socket sets and things like that, things that came with ratchets, and normally when you get those they don't come with the best quality ratchet, but you make do, and you know, sometimes they work out, sometimes not. Sometimes they're big, bulky, low tooth count, things like that. So you start looking into actual ratchet sets, find yourself a little bit better quality ratchet and a ratchet with more versatility. So this is the Gear Wrench 4-piece ratchet set. This is quarter-inch, 3/8, and half-inch drive. This is the 120 XP design, and it is their flex head setup. Part number 81230 Papa. This is $147, basically, down from $155, basically. And it has 5 stars at 787 ratings. So if you don't know, the Gear Wrench has a 120 XP design, which is actually a 60-tooth main gear with dual opposing pawls, so they alternate, allowing you to engage in 120 different positions. So it's a 60 tooth with 120 positions. It creates a low arc swing with some pretty dang good strength. Some people are really big fans of them. Some people don't care for them. I personally have had very good experiences with them, so that's why I'm sharing them with you. Keep in mind, if you're not a 120 XP fan, they do have an 84 tooth design and a 90 tooth design. So in this set, you're getting a quarter-inch, 3/8, and half-inch drive flex head, and they have some good length to them. They're a little bit longer than your standard ratchets. So we'll just go ahead and take a look. So this is your standard half-inch ratchet. This is what comes in this set. It's much longer than the standard half-inch drive ratchet, and that same thing goes for the 3/8 and quarter-inch as well. You get some good length on that. So I really like the length. I like the flex head. It is a semi-locking flex head. I can't remember. I think it's 7 different positions possibly. It has a ball detent here at the base of the fork, and then you have your grooves there in the head, and it doesn't fully lock. You can't lock it in that position, but it does hold in that position. So it holds a little bit better than your standard floating flex head, but doesn't lock in like an actual locking flex head, so it can still move. I don't mind that design. It's all personal preference, you know. And then besides those 3, you get a 3/8 stubby ratchet as well, which can be very handy for those tight, awkward situations. It is a snap ring style. There's the 3/8 stubby. There is the 60 tooth gear with the dual opposing pawls, or dual pawls. They are also a fairly slim ratchet as well. Gear Wrench actually, after releasing these over the years, have like their 90 tooth slightly trimmed off some material, so some of the newer ones are slightly smaller. There's not a huge difference, but I do like the size of these ratchets. There you go once again. So yeah, with the 120 positions, you get a 3-degree arc swing, so a nice low arc swing. And it does come in an EVA foam tray. I actually kept my EVA EVA foam tray. You don't have to. If it takes up too much room in your box, you can just toss them with your other ratchets, whatever. I've actually found them to be a great fit, and almost all of my gear wrench ratchets I've kept in these organizers, and I really enjoyed them. So I think for $146, I think it's a good deal. I've seen them floating anywhere from $125 to $170 when they're available. When they're not available, don't even worry about it. One seller will have them on here for $300. Don't even think about it. At this price range, I think it's a good deal. If you are not a fan of the 120 XP design, they do have the new 90 tooth that they've released. I don't know, I'd say within the last year and a half they came out with their 90 tooth. This is the gear wrench 4-piece, same set, but without that 60 tooth gear and dual pulse. This is just going to be your standard 90 tooth design at $148. So you're getting like the same pricing. You just get to decide which design you like better. Do you like the dual pawl mechanism, or do you want a single pawl with 90 teeth? This is part number 81230 Tango with 5 stars at 479 ratings, and they don't really show the pawl setup or anything like that in these images, but you get a 4 degree arc swing with the 90 tooth and 6 different positions. I should have looked at that before. 6 different positions for the semi-locking flex head design, and you can also get this in comfort grip as well. And here's just some of the other sets Gear Wrench has available. I mean, they have a lot of other sets available, so I just wanted to include a couple of these and just show that this set specifically, the 4-piece set, is available in a couple different designs, so you can get your preference if this is something you would be interested in. Keep in mind, today we're looking at, normally I do like top 5 best ones that I can find on Amazon. That's what I'm doing here, but like all these Gear Wrench ones, I'm just clumping into one just so you guys can kind of see a different variety of what they have to offer, and then we'll move on to a couple other brands as well. So this is a Gear Wrench 2-piece set. This is the 90 tooth design. You can also get this in 84 tooth. I have this same set in the Comfort Grip 84 tooth. I purchased it way before the 90 tooth ever came about, but it is a locking flex head. You have a lot more positions and the locking mechanism, so that's nice. I always like to just have a locking flex head on hand, just because there are certain situations when you're using it at a certain angle you really do not want to move, especially when you're breaking loose a fastener that's really tight. So having a locking flex head can be very handy. Once again, this is their 90 tooth design, part number 81274 Tango at $82, down from $87, and it has 4.5 stars at 62 ratings. And here you can see this is $82. They do have the dual material, but right now it is at $152. I don't think it's worth paying $70 more for some plastic and rubber added to the handle. I think we'll definitely see those come down, but right now that's why I didn't necessarily include this one as the main image, because that one's not priced all that great. But for the non-comfort grip right now, it is a pretty dang good deal. And then it does have 9 locking positions, so the actual locking ratchets from Gear Wrench has a couple more, or a few more positions than the semi-locking flex head. So just a few different offers from Gear Wrench that I own. Not the 90 tooth, I have the 90 tooth ratchets as well, but in this design I have the 84, and I also have 120 XP. I have a good amount of the Gear Wrench ratchets that I've had very good experiences with. Moving on to the next brand, it is going to be Sata. If you guys don't know, same company makes both Gear Wrench and Sata. Sata is like Gear Wrench's new, or they're pushing Sata as like their more affordable version of Gear Wrench. They have a lot of the same tools, and they also have a lot of different tools. Gear Wrench has some things that Sata doesn't have. Sata has some things that Gear Wrench doesn't have, but they do have a lot of similar tools that are the same. Like these are the exact same, but this is a 72 tooth design instead of Gear Wrench's like 84 or 90 or 120 XP. This is just a standard 72 tooth design. Here you can get this one in quick release or non-quick release. This one is $30, down from $38. That is a fantastic price. So you're sacrificing the 84 tooth design or 90 tooth design or the 120 for a 72 tooth design, but you're getting the same design ratchet, the same You know, it's a good set, especially for the price. That's $10 a ratchet. I think that's a great price. Now, I don't think I would prefer the gear wrenches tooth count over these, but I think if you're trying to save a little bit of money, this is a fantastic second option, or this is a fantastic option to go with if you're considering something that's similar, but trying to save a little bit of money. You get all three drive sizes. They're just your standard length. You do have a little bit of knurling here at the bottom of the handle. It's a nice handle design. And then they also have it in the 120. This is just called the SATA 120. It's not the XP, it's the SATA 120. So it's got that 60-tooth main gear with dual pulls. Same ratchet, same thing, but I want to say that the gear wrench version of this set, it's not readily available on Amazon right now. There's only one seller and they have it available for $212. When it is available, I want to say it's around the $120 price range. So going the SATA route, if you enjoy the 120 XPs, this is definitely a good option. You are getting the same gear and pulls and setup. It's the same ratchet, so definitely something to consider. Now, something I don't have experience with, the SATA warranty. Now, they're both made by the same company. I've had gear wrench warranties a few years ago, and they were okay. I think it took me about 2 weeks to get what I needed, but I don't have any experience with the SATA. Even though they come from the same company, I don't know how easy it is to warranty a SATA product. I also know quite a few people that have had problems with their gear wrench warranties trying to get those warranted. So I don't know how the SATA is. But if you're looking to save, a decent amount of money, SATA is definitely something to consider if you're looking at gear wrench products. Make sure you check out SATA just to see what they have to offer. They might have the same thing for a little bit less money. Next up is a set that I've actually included in my Amazon tool videos a while back that I got a lot of good feedback on and just wanted to include. I think for the price, I'm not saying they're the top of the line ratchets or anything, but I think for the price you're getting a good size set for some good quality ratchets. You get a 16-inch half-inch drive ratchet, so a good length half-inch drive ratchet. I don't know why the tooth here is straight up and down. It's in neutral. You got a roto head ratchets, 1/4-inch drive, 6.5 inches long. You got a 1/4-inch drive, 6 inches long. Then you got a 3/8 drive, 12 inches long, and a 3/8 drive, 10-inch roto head ratchet. So definitely a good variety here. You can see everything included, and that it comes in that EVA foam tray, so a nice little organizer as well if you have the room for it. Fantastic little organizer. Now, this is a aluminum handled ratchet. So the whole ratchet isn't aluminum. It's the handle, the comfort grip portion of it is aluminum and anodized. It does have a 90-tooth gear for a 4-degree arc swing. The roto head ratchet is also a 90-tooth design, which I prefer in a roto head ratchet. I've used probably 2 or 3 different brands of roto head ratchets at 72 teeth. I didn't care for them. I found that they all had a lot of back drag. I had the Also Tools one, which I believe is 90 tooth, and it has a lot less back drag than the other ones that I've used. So I do like to see this 90 tooth design with their roto head ratchet. And they do have more of that brushed look than you do a chrome look. But I think for $160 for this 5-piece 92 set, I think it's a good price. I think it's a good little set. Once again, if you guys have used Titan tools, they're not top of the line or anything. A lot of their stuff is just your generic stuff that you would find in your auto parts store and stuff like that. But I do think they have some pretty good offerings. You just got to search around for them. So please, if you guys have used this set, please feel free to drop a comment down below how your experiences went with it. And then if you're looking to possibly save a little bit of money, I figured I'd at least throw this one in here. There's a couple, 2, 3 brands out there that make the ratchets like this. This is also an aluminum handle one. It's still a steel body and everything. It's just the handle itself is anodized aluminum. This is also 92 design. This is just a smaller set, 3-piece set, 1/4-inch, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive. You get some decent length to them, and it's less than half the price. So you're not getting those roto head ratchets basically with this set, but you're saving basically $100. So it does have a 4-degree arc swing with that 92 design. You can see the pulse setup here. And you can also buy them individually anywhere from $17 to $27 depending on which size you want. This one has 5 stars at 3 ratings. So not a whole lot. Not the Aries and Titan normally aren't what people are searching for a whole lot, but if you keep an eye on them, they do have some good tools for some pretty good prices. Not all their tools are great. There are certain things that you want to stay away from, but these are a couple of the items that I've heard good things about. Very few bad interactions with them. Also, keep in mind, I don't have any experience with the Ares warranty or the Titan warranty, but the tools that I do own from them have been good tools, so I figured they're at least worth a mention. And if you guys have any bad experiences with these two Ratchet sets, please feel free to drop a comment down below. If you have more experience with me on them, then it would definitely be helpful for the other viewers. But from what I've heard and seen, they've performed very well, especially for their price. Next up is a set that I wanted to include. This one is not cheap. This is the Olsa Tools Flex Head Ratchet set. This is made in the USA. You get 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive, and then you also get the 3/8 stubby. So this is almost just like the gear wrench set we just looked at the beginning of this set, but this is a full floating flex head. It's not semi-locking or anything. So if that's your design preference, here's a good set. Also, it's made in the USA. Now, do I think the Olsa ones are a little overpriced? A little bit. Not terribly. A lot of people will look at them and be like, $100 for one ratchet. Look at other USA-made ratchets. I mean, it's not out of the pricing. It's really not. Now, when you bundle them all together, yeah, it's a little steep. I want to say the 1/4 inch is like 100. The 3/8 is like 120 or 130. The 1/2 inch drive is, you definitely got some good length there. It's I want to say like 188. Yeah, $188. So when you bundle them all together, the prices do add up. And $470 for this set. It's pushing it. Not too many people are hopping on Amazon to spend almost $500 on 4 ratchets. But if you're looking for some USA made ratchets, I'm actually looking at picking up the 3/8 one just to see how this Olsa Tools USA made ratchet performs. I think it's a really cool design. I like the design of it, the shape of the head, the slimness, just the design, the flex head. I'm really excited when a tool company releases something made in the USA. It's always something I look forward to. It's always worth, trying out. So I'll most likely pick up one of these ratchets. We'll do some reviews on it, see how it performs, get an actual look at it in person. But so far, now there's not a whole lot of ratings on here, especially for this 4-piece set. But a lot of people have really enjoyed it. Here you can kind of see the design of it, the pawl and the main gear, the backing plate. So it is supposed to be a fairly slim ratchet, and there have actually been others already that are using this in the professional field, and they're extremely happy with it. They've compared it to their Snap-on. They've been extremely pleased with it. I think Olsa Tools has done a very good job, but they have to keep in mind that not a lot of people are seeking out Olsa Tools for something like this. Not many people are going to click on Olsa Tools and be like, oh, why is this so expensive? Olsa Tools isn't necessarily known for USA made tools. Usually they're known for your more generic tools, more affordable tools. So that's why I think a lot of people are going to have a hard time purchasing this or considering this just because of what Olsa Tools. I'm not saying Olsa Tools is known for bad tools, just cheaper tools, more affordable tools, more generic stuff, where people are trying to save some money and get a certain type of tool. So I'm glad that they did release this, but I think it's just hard for others that may not know a whole lot about tools or about Olsa. I think a lot of people would just skip over this, but I do think it's a good option. I don't think I would ever spend this on the 4-piece set, but I would definitely purchase like the 3/8 drive or the 1/2 inch drive. I'd buy 1 or 2 of them just to test them out. So that's what we're going to do. Here we can see this is the Olsa Tools over here. This is the Snap-on here. Olsa Tools, Snap-on, same thing. I actually really like that head design. It is very similar to the Snap-on head design. Got a little bit of change down here. I do like the reverse lever. It's a little bit wider, but it looks like they've kept it very flush. So I do like a nice flush reverse lever. And then here's the free floating design. So definitely a good clean looking ratchet made in the USA. I'm definitely pretty excited to go ahead and try one of these out. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this ratchet set. And then last up is a Tecton set. This is the 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive set. Once again, Tecton also has many other sets available. You can get big sets of like all of their ratchets, or you can get flex heads, non-flex heads, comfort grip, or comfort grips, or quick releases. So Tecton just recently released within the last year their comfort grips. So Right now they don't have a huge lineup. I think still right now they only have 3/8 drive, but they're going to be releasing their comfort grips in the 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch drive. But here's like the 4-piece set, the 3-piece set. So the 3-piece set for $90, and the 4-piece set is unavailable right now. Only being sold by 2 individual sellers, so the price is way too high. That's why I didn't include that set. So this flex head set has 5 stars at 719 ratings. I have quite a few of the Tekton ratchets, and I really enjoy the new 92. I keep saying new 90 tooth. Tekton used to have your more generic 72 tooth ratchets, bulkier, and just your generic what you would find in basically any socket set. But they've released this within the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years maybe. I always get it mixed up. Don't worry about it. It's newer Tekton 90 tooth ratchet. So you get a higher tooth count. You get a nice slim design. You get some good strength. The chrome is very nice on it. It has a recessed switch, so you're not knocking it on everything. It doesn't sit flush on the head of the ratchet. It does sit down in that recessed area, so it kind of keeps it lower and everything. This is a semi-locking flex head. You can see the mechanism there that they use, and with that 92 degree, once again, you get that 4-degree arc swing, 9 different positions, nice compact head. I've really enjoyed it, and the quick or the non-quick release are my preference. That's just what I like. There are certain situations where I do like a quick release, but 90% of the time I'm going with a non-quick release. That's just personal preference. I don't like having to hit the button every time I take it off. And then when I do use my quick release ratchet, I go to take my ratchet off, and then I get furious because I can't get the socket off, and then I realize that I'm not pushing the button because I've gotten so used to non-quick release ratchets. When you're working in extremely oily environments, maybe a quick release there, just because sometimes it can be difficult to pull your oily socket off the ratchet. But other than that, I really enjoy these Tekton ratchets. I love the new design. It's definitely a huge improvement over their old design. You get a semi-locking flex head ratchet, a 3-piece set, and make sure whenever you purchase something, if you're considering Tekton on Amazon, always consider checking out their website and creating an account. You get 10% in rewards. You spend $100, you get 10% to use, or $10 the next time to then buy something else on the Tekton website. So it's always worth comparing the Amazon pricing to the actual Tekton website. You can save yourself some money by doing that, checking out, see which one's cheaper, or if you plan on purchasing more Tekton tools, it may be better to purchase it from the Tekton website. Just something to consider, and that's it as far as the ratchet sets that I've included for this video. If there are others that you guys think are worth a mention, please feel free to drop it down in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Keep in mind, all of these will be linked down in the tools and tools continued link, and I'll see you guys next time.